Okay, so then the next thing we're gonna do is we can go to the game settings. Now what the game settings do is basically we have a game item effect, game sound effect. So basically game item effects is basically, you'll see it in the next video on the batting, but I have a little trail that follows the ball so you can easily see the ball. Because the first time I built this, I was like, whoa, I can't even see the ball. Where the heck to go? So I put a little trail behind it. So I don't know. It shouldn't affect graphics cards. I mean, you guys have good graphics cards. But if it is for some reason, you can turn that off with just changing it to false. Now sound effects, basically, you got like the crowd, you got the ball hitting the bat, um, got all kinds of stuff. So basically, if you're listening to music and you just wanna, you just wanna hit some balls and train for like a half an hour or something. When you hear all the sound effects, you can just turn that off and switch it to false, and it won't display any sounds. Even the menu sounds go away. So we're gonna keep both of these on, obviously. So now let's see, what else can we cover here? Switch profiles will just take you back to the load new and delete profile. Um, And then basically the last thing would be baseball game statistics. So if we click on this, you can check your batting average. This will calculate your batting average, only in the game, obviously. Practice doesn't count, but in a game it will count it up. Um, and I'll probably, before we release this, put some kind of button or something here to where you can clear all these maybe. Um, then you've got, let's go down here to earned run average. The same thing, when you're pitching in a game, it's going to calculate that for you, because those are two main statistics baseball players need to know. And then basically the last three that have 100 on right now, the home run total. Um, Home run totals, obviously how many home runs you've hidden in the home run game mode. Catching game practice, that's how many balls you've caught in midair with your glove. And that's only in the excellent game mode because that's a normal glove. In the easy and medium and hard, I have like an enormous glove, so it's easy for people to catch. Because as much as I want this to be a training game for baseball players, I realized, me, myself, and others are not going to be, that great. So we're going to want a little help. And I want to make this game fun for everyone and a training game. So basically, you have to get on excellent mode. And then baseball player strikeouts is how many strikeouts you've got in a game. So basically, these are on my server. So these are not in your player. These are just connected to my server. So basically, any profile will help add to this total. And it says it down here, but basically, once you get 100 on the home run and 100 on the strikeouts, you get the option of using a golden baseball. And then when you get 100 catches on the excellent mode, then you get the golden glove that you can try out. And basically, just it's a textured golden glove instead of a regular glove. So now, basically, real quick, start games. So we're gonna go here, and basically, you've got your three levels, I guess, if you want to call them. Basically, stadiums. Um, I don't know if we're gonna add. I'm gonna add any more in the future, but you got a home stadium, so the crowd will be cheering for you when you do good. When you're not doing good, they'll boo you. Away stadium's the opposite. When you're doing good, they'll start booing you. And then home park. Home park is obviously home, so when you're doing good, they'll cheer you. And it's outside in a park. The other two are in completely different stadiums. So you can try whichever one you like. We'll just pick home stadium for now. Then you've got your game types. So three different categories, obviously, in baseball. There's batting, catching, and pitching. For pitching and catching, you've got two different things. Basically, practice your pitching or actually go into a game. Practice your catching or go into a game. And for batting, you got a lot more. Because batting is probably the funnest, in my opinion. So you've got practice your batting, go into a game. Then you got home run mode, which is basically you've got a bat that you can hit farther, and then every so often you get a gold ball, and you can hit those really far, and you're trying to get as many home runs as possible. Target is basically you got a bunch of construction cones and barrels, and you try and hit them. It's good for practicing your placement skills. And then you got grace and total distance, and those don't really need explained. So then you're just gonna click on them. Like if we went to, I don't know, total, then you basically select. You want baseball, softball, easy, medium, hard. How many do you want? 25 pitches, 50 pitches. If you go to practice, you can change all that in the thing. So it'll just say start game, basically. So basically that's it for this video. We just covered the main menu.